You know, at this point, any screen that I look at when I game might as well be a crystal ball because it is telling me that my future has no time on its hands. Hello, my name is Exalclaw. If you're new here, hi. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 different game demos that I played over the last couple of weeks that have demonstrated to me that not only are we so back, we probably never left, and these are probably going to be first day purchases for me when they get released. The 3 games in this order are going to be Gori, Cuddly, Carnage, which I played on the PS5, TETRACHROMA, which I played on the PC, and iNZOI, one that I think everyone's been seeing a lot more of recently ever since the Creator Studio came out, especially with all the celebrity lookalike games and goofs and gas that have been coming out on social media that also came out recently and that I also played on PC. I'll give the usual disclaimer that I give anytime I talk about demos. These are demos. Let's all keep that in mind. They should not be treated as final products. You should really be treating them like the taste testing table at your local Costco's. You go over there, you pick up something, taste it. Damn, I might buy this in bulk later. Those are the vibes. However, the vibes are really good. The vibes are phenomenal today. Now let's start with Gori, Cuddly, Carnage. Now the only reason I picked up this game is because the trailer came across my feed from the PlayStation YouTube channel when I was just perusing through things, just kind of going through YouTube, being like, what's on my recommended? Saw an orange cat in the thumbnail, had to click it. Gori, Cuddly, Carnage describes itself in these words. Humanity has been destroyed, and it's up to Gori, along with his deadly but wisecracking sentient hoverboard Frank and morose AI companion CH1P, Chip, to shred and slay the evil, adorable army. I'd also like to add to Frank's description, a little horny. A little horny. I'm gonna be honest, I think he needs to get laid. I think as long as he puts up some firewalls and has protection, I think he should go do whatever the robot version of getting laid is. He's just a little horny throughout this. And I'll be honest, off of the visuals alone, there's a certain amount of you that have already decided you're gonna be picking up this game because look at it. It is an orange cat on a hoverboard in a dystopian city that is as beautiful and as vibrant as anything that you might see in your favorite colorful post-apocalyptic narrative. The vibes are already sinking their teeth into some of you. The reason I'm suggesting this game and thought it was worth talking about here is because of how well it moves. The immediate thing that stood out when I started playing this demo was that the traversal on this thing rocks. I'm not just talking about the ease of hacking and slashing these undead unicorns that pop up and try to ruin your day. I'm talking about the fact that you can really jump, bounce, ollie, do whatever you want on this hoverboard. You're jumping off a billboard, you're grinding on rainbow strings that magically appear in the air and let you go into pipes. You're doing these cool jumps, you're doing these cool little flips. You have a wonderful photo mode that lets you capture yourself doing these cool little flips. The entire tone of the game is very absurd. It understands that premise-wise, it's ridiculous. It's an orange cat on the hoverboard. Like, again, I will say that as many times as I need to because I need it to get into your brain that that's ridiculous, and that's why this game is so much fun. It leans into its ridiculousness, it leans into the fact that it's absurd, that it's going to be zany, and therefore from the way that it even blows up the enemies, from these really interesting small cinematic moments where you can actually do like finishing moves, to even the design of the menu that lets you get skill boosts, unlock new abilities, like this really cool slam hammer one that lets you do jump off the ledge and just kind of bomb with this makeshift tail from your hoverboard. From top to bottom, this game is meant to be so fun to play and so fun to look at and listen to. Again, this is the demo, so I don't know how much it'll have, so how much that premise will go over a long time, but just from like the stuff that was unlockable here, it added these new elements within its short demo time that made me feel like I wouldn't get bored of it. Even when I jumped back in and played just the arena mode where I just started hacking slashing my way through everything from the smaller goons to some of the bigger ones that appear in this demo, it was so much fun. Oh, and another highlight of not only arena mode but just the action in general, the bath time event. I love the fact that this game gives a little cute quick time event that you can press with ease in the middle of all the combat, because once you're in the middle of the combat, you're kind of getting into rhythm and how you can mix and match moves. I got concerned about the finisher not being able to be something that you can land as quickly, especially in an arena mode where it's like when you have a million different enemies attacking you, it's hard to like, you know, remember and always keep track of which enemy to go to. Not always, but like sometimes. So the fact that there's a prompt that pops up pretty quickly that you can press on and it gives you the super cool finisher to watch, very nice touch. I like when that's implemented in any action game. So yeah, if you're looking for an action-packed game that feels good to play, feels good to move around, and has a lot of absurdity as it, I really do recommend checking out the demo for Gori, Cuddly, Carnage. And if you like the demo enough, the game will be out very soon, so there's not a long wait. Before I forget, Gori gets extra points for being the only game this year that lets me cut up a Cybertruck. That's just fun. Let's move on to the next one that is going to be of a completely different variety, but another one that caught me by surprise and how much I enjoyed it, TETRACHROMA. Now, I know for a fact that the people that like Tetris immediately... Calm down. Now, because I like giving credit where credit's due, I'll let you know that the only reason I knew about the TETRACHROMA game was because of the wonderful people at Aftermath. They had a very aptly named headline that compelled me to listen to its instruction and just download the demo immediately. And I started the demo, and then an hour and a half passed. TETRACHROMA describes itself as the following: a block stacking puzzle action game with a new color changing mechanic inspired by Reversi. Manage the constantly changing colors of the board to clear 15 plus lines with a single piece. This game completely sucks you in. Like, if there's one way to describe my experience with it, it's that I just started thinking in red, blue, red, blue, red, 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 blue, blue, red, blue, red, blue, 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 red, space, blue, blue, red, 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 red. Usually in Tetris, you're just focused about filling each hole and making sure you don't get to the top of the, stop thinking dirty, to get to the top of the screen and, you know, have a game over. The twist that this game adds is that you're still looking to aim the empty spaces in the board, but because it's only in red and blue colors, you want to make sure that in any given row, you have a uniform color. So it's all red or all blue. And the only way to change a block's color in this game is if a block of the opposite color touches it. And even when it does touch it, it only affects things that are horizontal and vertical of it. It doesn't do diagonals. This small change completely changes how I was thinking about this game. Like, when I picked it up, I think I was still too much in Tetris mode. I was just like, let me fill up everything, let me figure it out. And I will show it here. There's a moment when I'm playing this where you can literally see it just magically click with me what I was supposed to be doing, that I had just been thinking about this completely wrong. And once that click happened, the game, which was already fun, became very fun. Like, the puzzles and the way that they were manufactured were no longer just me kind of accidenting my way through it, but being like, oh, not only do I know how to intentionally solve this, but I can appreciate the way this game is making me solve this even more now. There's only 15 puzzles in the demo. I've gotten through all of them, but it did take me a little bit of time. But even once you like pick up the premise, you guys will probably and hopefully get through it faster than me, just because it took me a second for the premise to really, you know, click. But even then, I had a lot of fun just doing the marathon version and seeing how long I could go without messing up and proving that I don't know how to put reds with blues and blues with reds. Which is making me realize this is just for the kids that really liked organizing their Skittles, man. If you really like organizing your Skittles, this is for you. If you like organizing your Skittles and playing Tetris, it's really for you. I'll probably be playing this game in my meantime to do the marathon mode, because it really is just has a really high replayability factor. And if you've just been looking for something new and you're already used to the whole puzzle block genre, whether it be Tetris, whether it be Tetris 1000 or any of its spin-offs, I really do recommend picking this up. And now finally, last but definitely not least, considering the fact that out of all the games I've talked about today, this will probably be the one, if it really does deliver on its full promises, I will lose hundreds upon hundreds of hours in iNZOI. Here's what it describes itself as on the Steam page. Quote, "Every life becomes a story." End quote. Create your unique story by controlling and observing the lives of Zois. Customize characters and build houses using iNZOI's easy-to-use tools to live the life of your dreams and experience the different emotions of life created by its deep and detailed simulation. Now, this one has a special place in my heart, mostly because it is being propped up as the new and potentially most successful rival to the game that has a monopoly on the life simulation process as things are right now, The Sims. Now, The Sims and me go way back. Honestly speaking, The Sims is probably one of my favorite franchises, and if we were talking about just raw playtime, it's probably the franchise that I've had the most amount of time put in. The Sims 3 has hundreds upon hundreds of hours in me, and The Sims 4 also does, and I play it on stream every Monday. With that being said, once iNZOI comes out, if the character creator studio that recently came out on August 20th, Tuesday, I'm recording this on Friday, August 23rd, if the creator studio is any indication of what the full game will be like, I may not be touching The Sims for a while. I probably will come back to it at some point or another just because it's familiar, and I'm sure that there will be some clear differences between the iNZOI game and The Sims game, but like, I'm seeing something new and boy is it shiny. Now, this is going to be a hard one to talk about, mostly because it's just about the creator studio, right? But even with the creator studio, there's so many clear things that pop out that are just, oh my god, I can't wait to get my hands on the full game. The immediate thing that stands out is visually, this thing is stunning. The amount of detail and hyper-realism that this game goes for dawns on you very quickly. It gives you a lot of user input on just things as simple as not only the outfits, but the colors, the subcolor, the main color, makes the ease of morphing the faces instantaneous. You know, definitely picked up on the slider way of adjusting characters that I feel like The Sims 4 was one of the first games that stood out to me as, you know, bring that in. And not just like literally the slider thing. I mean like clicking on the body part and then like stretching, shrinking, that kind of thing, where you're not just using the sliders on the menu, but you're actually interacting with the character to morph their body. iNZOI makes it very smooth, very easy to fix, very easy to change, play around with different ideas. It's wonderful. Also, interesting thing that stood out, I didn't really spend too much time looking at this because it didn't translate to actions in the game yet, but the personality tree that they have here takes a very interesting approach. Anyone that's played The Sims knows that the Sims traits are more like you're building out a character like introvert or extrovert, artist, logic, or like, you know, tech whiz. Quick and easy things to understand that then branch out to the larger discussions and open up discussion trees. And iNZOI is doing the same thing, but rather than, and again, I'm not sure how this will translate to the full release, but rather than letting you pick out like 5 individual traits, you're basically choosing an archetype, and you have, and in this archetype, they have pretty detailed, comprehensive ways of like, okay, this is how it impact the gameplay. This is the kind of traits that it works best with. This is the type of desire that it'll work best with. We didn't get to see the My Life Desire parts because it says in development still on the demo, but overall, I think it's an interesting approach to picking out traits for someone. I can see some people not loving that since a lot of people like that being able to pick out individualized traits a bit more. As is, I don't dislike it either. Like the fact that there's quite a few archetypes to begin with, and the fact that they give pretty detailed explanations about what to expect from each one makes me feel like I can find what I want for my character or whatever gameplay or run or playthrough I'm doing pretty easily. The only things that I will say about the iNZOI trailer that I will want to point out is I can't wear bracelets. I can't have the watch on me. And I don't wear watches, but I do like wearing bracelets. And I do like usually letting my Sims or any type of character simulation game, my character to have a bracelet. So no bracelets in this one was like kind of a bummer, but I forgot about it instantly once I saw how pretty my guy was. Like, dude, I took the shades off this nigga and was like, I can't look in the mirror for the next 5 minutes or I'm going to be upset. Like this game, outside of like just the hyper realism of it, it's just from how easy it was to work within the creator studio and how easy from my own experience of what I'm seeing online with people building celebrity lookalikes, you're going to have so much fun in building out just your ideal, or either your ideal person or just the person that you want to do to cause some shit. And again, this one's a bit weirder than the other two because I think the other two are more representative of what the full game will be like, and this was just a creator studio. But you know, creator studios are half the reasons that some of these people pick up life simulation games. So being able to nail the creator studio and already have such a big support of it once it came out, seeing that it's obviously resonating with people, is not small. Oh, and I was able, and the demo does let you, let's give you hints of the places that are available, but you can't play any of them, which was kind of disappointing because like I kind of got excited for a moment because like even though it said creator studio, when I saw that it was letting us actually look at the cities, I was like, ooh, are we actually gonna, okay, wait. Oh, so no, unfortunately that wasn't accessible, but it did remind me that they are that they try to pay a lot of attention to making sure the architecture is representative of certain places. They make it very clear that one city was Korean inspired and the other one was American inspired, and so I'm very curious to see what it would be like maneuvering around those different spaces and how much it changes playthrough to playthrough. And you know, obviously I think people are gonna find their preferences, figure out which city they like spending more time in personally, or like if they're going for certain playthroughs, one city might just match it better than the other. But I'm still curious to see what it looks like in the final release, and how easy it is to switch from city to city. If like, yeah, your like house is in one part, but you're able to still travel to another one. I'm curious to see how that actually looks in like a fleshed out version. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This was a pretty chill video. I hope this was useful to you, and if not, I hope it was at least fun. If you check out any of these demos yourselves, please tell me in the comments, share your thoughts, tell me what you're excited about. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. Ciao.